Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name's Timmy Treacle, and this evening I am going to be doing another ranking video. After watching the newest installment of the American Pie franchise, American Pie Girls Rules, which I've done the review for, is on my channel right now, so check that out. This is the 9th installment of the American Pie franchise. Now, this is the 5th installment of American Pie Presents, because the 5 movies that now belong in that are spin-offs of the original 4 theatrical releases. But they're all one franchise, one series, if you will. So I'm going to give you my ranking of all 9 movies from my least favorite to my favorite. And in the comment section below, you guys do the same. If you've seen all 9, let's see the ranking. If you've only seen so many, then rank those. But I would love to hear some feedback from you guys. But let's get into this ranking. Coming in at number 9 is American Pie Presents Band Camp, which came out in 2005. I didn't like this movie at all. I've only seen it once, and I didn't like the characters. Of course, there's another Stifler in the movie, but I didn't like this rendition of or portrayal of a Stifler in this movie, I should say. And although the story was intriguing because it's band camp, it just, because it's a standalone movie, the only one that was in there from the original series is Eugene Levy. Now, he wasn't in this 9th installment, which I was really surprised that he wasn't, because he'd done the other ones. But after a while, you got to be able to say no. But yeah, American Pie Presents Band Camp from 2005 comes in at number 9, and I didn't like this one. Coming in at number 8 is another movie I didn't like. Is American Pie Presents Beta House from 2007. Another one I didn't like the characters, the story. I mean, I don't know. The characters in the movie were dull compared to some other works that we're going to see here shortly, or talk about anyway. And I don't know. I couldn't get into it. This is another one that I've only seen one time, and I have a hard time even remembering what the hell it was about. All I know is I didn't like the movie. I didn't care for the characters and where they were going, and yeah, it's just another bad movie in my opinion. Coming in at number 7. Now this, from number 7 on up to 1, I like these movies. And number 7 is American Pie Presents The Book of Love from 2009. This is where we get these 3 guys who, of course, are trying to get laid. They do everything they can to do so, and they find the Book of Love that has been hidden in the library since the first movie. And there's a lot of tricks and tips on how to perform sexual acts on women and everything. And yeah, it made for a funny movie. One of my favorite scenes is when the guys go on a road trip to a whorehouse, and while they're there, one of them has an unfortunate incident with a older lady, and it is hilarious. It is my favorite scene in the movie. Now, of course, something happens to the book; it gets destroyed, so they got to call up all these guys who contributed to this book to rebuild it, so they can put it back. And all the cameos that's in this movie is freaking hilarious. I love it, love it, love it. And I enjoyed this one. This was one of the good ones. Coming in number 6 is the newly released American Pie Presents Girls Rules from 2020. If you want to know my thoughts and opinions on that, the review is on my channel right now. So head over there and check out that video. As far as the movie goes, I enjoyed it. I love the 4 female leads, the best friends in the movie. The love interest for the girls is really good as well. And even the parents, Sarah Rue especially, was one of my favorite adult characters in this movie. And Danny Trejo, who doesn't have hardly any lines or any words to say, plays a janitor. And I really wish he had something to say, or was a father of one of the girls or something, or grandfather of one of the girls. I think that would have been really funny. But nonetheless, though, uh, it's still a good movie. So check out the review for that on my channel. But it comes in at number 6. Coming in number 5 is American Pie Presents The Naked Mile. I love this movie. I watch this one at least once a year, if not a couple times a year, because it is just that funny. You have 3 best friends who are going to be going to college within the next year, and so they're checking out schools. They end up going to this college where Stifler is there, of course, and one of the trio is best friends with the Stifler. Also, within their trio, there's another Stifler that they're friends with, but he is, well, not really good with the ladies. He's got a girlfriend, but hasn't really gone anywhere. And so he's constantly bugging her about having sex. And eventually, she decides to give him a guilt-free weekend pass when they go down to check out this college and party. She soon regrets it and tries to get him to call him and cancel. But his best friend throws the phone out the window and says, "No, you're going to have the time of your life." And it is a blast. It is a funny movie. There's a lot of funny scenes. My favorite scene is when they're in the bar and they're doing these different games with a couple of the guys who took a little blue pill. And unfortunately, their stuff was going to be going out for a while. So they decided to use it and play games. And it was really funny. I enjoyed this movie. I laughed so hard. And I still laugh to this day. I think it's one of the best installments of American Pie movies. Now, coming into the top 4, we have all 4 theatrical releases. And number 4 is American Wedding from 2003. I love this movie. I do miss some of the other characters that are noticeably gone from this installment. I don't know why Chris Klein or Tara Reid or a few others who weren't in this movie. I don't know if it was because they had other movies going on. I don't know what was going on. But in this movie, Michelle and Jim get married. They're planning the wedding. Of course, Steve Stifler gets involved, and all kinds of different shenanigans happen. But my favorite scene in the movie is when you have Stifler, you have Shipwreck, and you have Thomas Ian Nichols. They're there. They're having a bachelor party. They have 2 strippers there, and all hell breaks loose. A lot of chaos, but there's a lot of laughs during that part of the movie, and it is my favorite. And the opening to this movie is freaking hysterical with Michelle and Jim at a restaurant, and it's a fun movie. At the time, it was the 3rd installment of the theatrical releases, and it's still really funny, but it comes in at number 4. Coming in at number 3 is American Pie 2 from 2001. In this movie, we follow the guys after their first year in college. They're on summer break. When they get back home, Stifler's gets busted, so they have nowhere to party. So they decide to move to Beachside, get a house, get summer jobs, and just have an all-out good time. And again, my favorite scene in this movie, I mean, there's so many to choose from, but I love the scene with Jim Stifler and Shipwreck, along with the 2 girls who they believe to be lesbians. And that scene, they start messing with the guys, having them perform sexual acts with each other. So in return, they would do the same thing. And then you got Chris Klein and Thomas Ian Nichols outside on the ladder doing a play-by-play on the radio, um, and it's just really funny. Uh, I love the characters in this movie. I really wish they would have kept the scenes with Chris Penn, who was supposed to be Stifler's father in this movie. I really hope to find a director's cut with those scenes in the movie intact because I want to see that. I love Chris Penn. Rest in peace, by the way. But yeah, American Pie 2 is hilarious. A year after they graduate, they're all having their own separate issues with relationships and everything, and it's just a blast. And my name is Petey, and I got gigantic balls. Jason Biggs, I love that line when he's at the band camp with Michelle. Oh my god, so freaking funny. But yeah, it comes in at number 3. Coming in at number 2 is the most recent installment, and that is American Reunion from 2012. This movie and my number 1, I could almost flip-flop these two because they are so damn close as far as how funny and good they are. But an American Reunion is supposed to be their 10th year reunion, but they missed it by a few years. But they still have it anyway. It brings back all the guys, all the girls, and it is a blast. They are all doing different things with their lives. Some are, of course, married. Jim and Michelle have a kid. They've been married for a while. The opening scene to this movie is freaking great. I love it. And there's just so many funny scenes in this movie. It's hard to pick a favorite, but if I had to, I would go with the scene that when Stifler shits in the cooler of the young kids who've been pretty much being assholes to him the whole entire time in the movie. And so Stifler gets back at him not only by shitting in the cooler, but also tying their jet skis to his vehicle, and he drags him and basically tears the hell out of him. And it's freaking hilarious. And a movie wouldn't be a movie without Stifler. But I love the ending to this movie. If you haven't seen it, spoiler alert. But the ending of this movie, you have Stifler and you have Shipwreck's mom having sex on, I think it's either the soccer field or football field. And it is payback for all those times that Shipwreck did to Stifler's mom, what Stifler is doing to his mom. And it is fantastic. The look on his face at the end of the movie, Stifler's face is just priceless. And I love this movie. They're supposed to do, from what I hear, another installment, which I would love to see. But we shall see. If we don't get another one, I'm perfectly fine with it. But if we do, bring it on. And of course, my number 1 American Pie movie is American Pie from 1999. This one is the one that got it started, and I can relate so much to this movie. This came out a year after I graduated from high school, and I can relate so much to it as far as being a horny teenager and all this stuff. Now, of course, I wasn't as bad as some of these guys are in this movie as to the lengths of how they're going about losing their virginity. But at the same time, this is just a great, great movie about friends who pretty much they make a pact to get laid before or during prom. And it's a blast. I love this movie. And I cannot believe that Sean William Scott was only paid, I think he was only paid like $5,000 or maybe $10,000 to do this movie. And it is just crazy to me because this movie made so much money and he was paid very little to do this movie. But it did jumpstart his career, and I'm sure he's made up for it more since then. But the American Pie original movie from 1999 is my favorite. It's very close, like I said, but when Jason Biggs' character humps the pie and gets caught, it's freaking hysterical. But my favorite scene in this movie, I think it's pretty much a lot of people's favorite scenes in the movie, whether you're a guy or girl, is when Nadia and Jim are going to have sex, but Jim, he fires too quickly, not once, but twice, and pretty much ruins his shot with Nadia in this movie. But yeah, this is a overall, it's a great franchise. Even like I said, the standalone movies are really good, with the exception of two that I just did not like. But from number 7 to number 1, I highly recommend you check out. I think you'll enjoy them. If you enjoy the other two, uh, more power to you. They just weren't for me. But overall, as a franchise, this is a lot of fun. And I would love to see a 10th installment and kind of tie things up with 5 movies apiece. But we shall see. So there you have it. That is my ranking of all 9 American Pie movies, from my least favorite to my favorite. So in the comment section below, again, tell me, what is your ranking of all 9 movies if you've seen them all? If you haven't, then just rank the movies that you've seen so far in the comment section below. I would love to see these lists. And as always, if you're new to my channel, don't forget to click that subscribe button, hit that notification bell, and if you like this ranking video, hit that like button. And share this video on your social media as you see fit to. I thank you guys for watching. Stay tuned for more movie reviews. This weekend, as always, I will be doing more horror movie reviews. And all this month, every day, I'm going to do at least one horror movie review. And it will be a brand new movie that I have not seen. So look forward to those as well. But thanks for watching, and check you later.